About a week ago, I noticed that I was a little bit tired. And I then tried to reflect back on why was my energy not as high as it normally is? Normally, I have tons of energy. And I started looking at my food, and nothing has changed with that. I haven't been through any stress. But I did identify one thing. Normally, I added apple cider vinegar to my large glass of water with my lemon juice and electrolytes. But for a few days, I did not add this apple cider vinegar for some reason. And normally, I would kind of add like 2 tablespoons. So I added it back in, and wow, my energy just went right back. And so then I did a little deep dive on what is it about apple cider vinegar that can increase your energy? And I found some fascinating information I want to share with you. And this is so easy to do. If you want more energy or if you're tired, you need to do this. It's so simple. It's not that expensive. 1 tablespoon in a glass of water once a day will definitely increase your energy. I've done a ton of videos on apple cider vinegar showing how it can improve your digestion with bloating, indigestion, GERD, acid reflux. I've also done videos, probably about 130 different videos on how it can improve your blood sugars, right? It can help with insulin resistance. It can improve the dawn phenomena, which you're waking up with high blood glucose despite not consuming any sugar. It can also help with the fatty liver. It can help you lose weight. It can even help with blood pressure. And so it can actually help you with your cardiovascular system. And another interesting side note, apple cider vinegar can help you with oxalates, right? Oxalates or oxalates are in our foods. Our body makes oxalates. They lead to all sorts of problems with pseudo gout, which is not gout with uric acid, but crystals forming from oxalates. It can cause pain in your big toe. Also, oxalates are related to forming kidney stones, and especially when people start consuming spinach, almonds, beet greens, chard, and of course, oxalates are very high in beans and grains. But apple cider vinegar can inhibit the formation of these oxalate crystals. Let me explain what it can do for your energy, and you've probably never heard this before. What is apple cider vinegar? It's basically acetic acid, and acetic acid can directly be absorbed by most of your tissues as fuel. That's right. In fact, it converts to acetone and beta hydroxybutyrate. Now, what is acetone and beta hydroxybutyrate? It's two of the three ketones that our bodies can run on as fuel, which are converted from fat. Now, this is very interesting because let's say you're already on the ketogenic diet and you are fasting and you want more energy. You can actually add the apple cider vinegar to boost your energy even more. Whether you need that for exercise or whatever, it's really nice to have this extra energy just by consuming apple cider vinegar. Not to mention the benefits of digestion. And if you have less bloating, you'll probably have more energy just from that. And if you have better blood sugars, that could even give you more energy. Now, another interesting little fact that I found out about acetic acid is that your body makes acetic acid. That's right. Your colon cells actually have the ability to convert carbohydrates like the fiber that you can't digest into small chain fatty acids. In fact, most of the microbes in your gut that don't require oxygen can make acetic acid. And that acetic acid can feed your colon cells fuel. They can also help you in different ways by improving your blood sugars, by improving inflammation. They can act as an anti-inflammatory. Acetic acid tends to increase blood flow through your colon. It helps the peristalsis or pumping action of certain parts of your digestive system, and your own gut makes it. It's pretty wild. There's two other small chain fatty acids that are produced as well. One is called butyric acid, which is in the family of this beta hydroxybutyrate, right? Which basically also acts as a ketone. But butyric acid really supports the tight junctions of your colon. It can actually help you increase mucin, which is kind of that mucus layer. And it can even decrease your risk of getting colon cancer. And you can stimulate that just by feeding your microbes fiber. And the fiber I would recommend is from salads, and different vegetables. You see, acetic acid bacteria convert apples, the carbohydrates and the fiber, to acetic acid, and that's how they make apple cider vinegar. Well, your gut also ferments carbohydrates and fiber and makes all sorts of things as well. Propionic acid, which is the third small chain fatty acid, apparently it helps you as an anti-inflammatory. Now, this is very simple to do. All you have to do is add 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in a big glass of water, like let's say it's 16 ounces, right? And yes, I add lemon, I add some electrolyte powder, but you don't have to do that. You can just add the apple cider vinegar, drink it down, and you're going to notice your energy is going to go straight up in vertical. The type of apple cider vinegar that I would recommend getting is the Fairchild's. I used to use Bragg's until I found out that they were bought out by another company, and now they dilute their apple cider vinegar because, of course, if you add water, you can actually dilute it and you can make more money. Fairchild's is just total apple cider vinegar. It's organic, it's concentrated, it has the mother in there, which mother by itself is not doing much, but just the fact that they're not filtering it is a good thing because there's not just acetic acid in this. There's a lot of other acids in there that are very beneficial. Now, I have an apple cider vinegar video that has generated over 16 million views. And if you have not seen that one, I put it up right here. Check it out. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.